and welcome back. We are on the topic divorce. We are on vlog 3. And I had, the first one was about my childhood a little bit, and my second one was about some of the things that had happened through my marriage and why I left and why I wanted the divorce. Not really why, I really didn't get into a lot of the dirty details. And then I ended off what happened when I left. Just to refresh you, I had decided to leave my children and my soon-to-be ex-husband. And I felt at the time they were better with him financially, period. That is why. No other reason. Financially, period. My kids were strong. That is why. That is no lie. I did not abandon my children. It was it was horrible. It was horrible. The thing that I didn't know, I did not realize there were resources. I was naive, but ladies and gentlemen, this is just not going for the ladies, this is going for the gentlemen too. There are resources out there for you. There is, I've called different chapters. I had no money to file for divorce. And the first part that I had done was I had called up some kind of state assistance. And I wanted to file the divorce. And they had stated to me, well, are you abused? I go, no, well, no. Okay, wait, ma'am, let me ask you again. Did he neglect you? Yeah. Did he verbally? Yeah. Did he sometimes physically? Yeah. Sexually? Did he have affairs? Yeah. You were abused. Ma'am, you were abused. You were being abused. Growing up, you just think it's physical. Or you think it's verbal, the yelling. But the silent treatment is as bad. Financial is bad. I had a bad problem with spending money, and that was to hide my anxiety and my depression. And he never helped with the bills. I made some really unwise decisions. Yeah. Well, you are accepted for aid, and we will help you get this divorce. You will have a constant lawyer, but the state of Kansas will help you. Okay. So I was going through the state. My mother paid for it. I think it was like $385, $375, and he had gotten a lawyer. I don't know how much he paid for that lawyer. But the lawyer fired him. I wonder why. But anyway, I was being very catty right there. That was very, very catty. And I apologize. Very catty. The day of the divorce, the signing, the last day, he did not show. I remember one time we had to go to court. Before that, I think it was discussing child support, discussing alimony situation, discussing what I'm wanting. I didn't want anything. The state said you are going to get spousal support until the day you marry. The state said, Miss, you are going to pay him child support because he has the children. at this time, I lost my job. I left him in 2012, January 3rd or January 4th, in that time frame, I left him. I moved in with a girlfriend. And I was able to get an apartment. I got a 2-bedroom apartment. And my daughter decided to move in with me. And we're still in the process of the children. And I thought, okay, I'm getting my hands taken care of. I mean, I'm doing the right steps. I'm handling myself. Meanwhile, oh my goodness, Jonna J. I was flirting. I was messaging just to get that attention. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to be careful because there's lots and lots of con artists out there. Also, there's a lot of people out there who will stalk you, and there's a lot of people out there who will manipulate and make sure they get everything from you and drain you, emotionally, physically, and financially. Don't be a victim. I was a victim. I made some very poor decisions. I was on social media, and this individual, and they're stalkers, and this individual they know how to prey. They prey on the ones that are getting through or going through a difficult time. They read, they know how to pick them. They know. She's weak. I can play her, or I can play him. Oh my goodness. And I fell for it. I fell into that web. It was horrific. And I'll tell you one thing, me making that decision to start a relationship with this individual who is a con artist, who's a horrific individual who raped me. I will not back down on that. I will go to the grave with that, and I will not lie about a darn thing, but I will never, ever, ever go back on that. He was a sick individual. He knew I was not okay, and he controlled me like no other. When the other individual, if you're going through a divorce, your self-esteem is cut. I mean, you're like, what just happened? Why is this happening to me? And just, you doubt yourself. And when you get somebody who knows how to say the right words, they know what to do. And when they have something negative that pops up, you let it go because you're wanting to hear the positives, the good things that you weren't getting through that marriage or through that relationship. He didn't have a vehicle. First sign I should have been aware of. And don't get me wrong when I say that, because I had no vehicle for 2 years because of this individual. I understand. And my husband, or ex-husband. One thing I want to throw that out there, if any of you guys are going through divorce, and I'm going to state this, do not, I stress this, do not change anything as paperwork. No insurance, no loans, no beneficiaries. You cannot do that until the divorce is final. You cannot cancel or take a person's name off of anything. You cannot. He took me off his health insurance, so when I got attacked, raped, I'm in the ER, and the lady comes in and I hand her my insurance card and she goes, no, you're not, you don't have coverage. He canceled you. That's how I found that out. I was still married. When that person that I started a relationship with, I can't believe I'm telling you this. I thought I was naive. I was not thinking, it is my fault. I will owe up to that. I thought he had a license. I should have checked. I should have asked. I just took his word. He got into an auto accident and he got the vehicle got T-boned. I don't know how he got back to the house, but that Jeep will be brought up again. Oh, will it ever? That Jeep ended my life and began my life. So then, don't ever change your paperwork. Don't ever. He had canceled, he had paid it off. I didn't realize he paid it off and he canceled the insurance. I did not realize that. So there was no insurance on it. I was not in the vehicle when the accident happened. And thank God the woman did not sue me. She's going after him. I don't care. I had to show her the case. I had to show her everything. And she was a good woman to believe the truth of the situation. That individual who wrecked the vehicle always stated he's going to come after me. I better watch out. You better watch your back. And today I have my carry and conceal. I had to get 2 PFAs, protection orders. I've had to contact my jobs to keep these individuals away. So when I moved out in 2011, I'm going back, and I apologize for jumping that critical or jumping around. When I had moved out, I got an apartment 2-3 weeks after living with my friend. I was trying to establish a foundation so I can get my kids. I knew at the time I wasn't at the point yet. I made the choice to leave the dangerous situation for me. For me. I knew they were going to be okay financially. I knew they were mature enough not to accept their father's BS, if that makes sense. All those years not feeling loved, feeling accepted, feeling needed. This person played me, and I played stupid, meaning I got goo-goo-eyed and I failed. I thought he was the cream of the crop, and I thought he was the best thing in the world, and I wasn't looking at any of the red flags popping up everywhere. And I lost my job that I loved forever. I was fired, and I'm not going to go into that, but I felt they handled it very irresponsible, meaning there was no investigation done, and so I lost my dream job. I was like, they didn't believe me. How could they do that to me? How could they, why? So, wow, hit in the gut again. I lost my job, but I was okay because I was with this guy, you know. That happened on March 27th. I wasn't able to pay the rent, so I left the apartment. I was evicted out, left about Memorial Day weekend, and I moved into this Angel, Maryland's home. I never I never thought would see myself in these situations. I moved in with this woman, with him, and we rented out a room. And you know, I was so used to having my own kitchen, my own pots and pans, my own. I was spiraling. I was spiraling out of control. I was just hitting almost rock bottom. Not yet. I was so depressed. But I was masking it because I was believing this guy's lies. He was such a good manipulator. Narcissistic, sick individual, sick individual. Sick. Sick. Sick, man. I thought my ex was bad. This was horrible. How can I get myself out of it? So I just wasn't happy. But actuality, this woman was saving my life. She was feeding me. I think he's more controlling than you think he is. He doesn't want me in the room when you guys are having discussions. I overhear your conversations and he manipulates the conversation. And I didn't see it that way. But she put it in the back of my mind, and I just like, when I was taking a shower, he was always there. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't breathe. I can remember waking up and he's staring at me. I can remember him keeping me up for nights and nights and nights. They do that, these sociopaths. They will do anything for you to lose your mind. I was going from job to job. We moved again to a woman's house. She had a daycare at one end, and we had rented out the other end. And oh God, it was winter time, and I still have the Jeep at the time, and the pipes would freeze, and it was just like, I had the kids over for Thanksgiving that year, and this was 2012, and I thought, kids, just accept him, he's okay. And DJ and Sydney's like, Mom, why can you not see it? Mom, wake up. You saw what Dad did. Why can you not see this? Mom, wake up. Mom, you don't need this. My son said to me, Mom, it's us or him. Wow, children are smart. Children are smart. So I stayed. I stayed. The reason why I stayed was to play the game back. The game has just begun. Come back the next vlog. We're now playing chess with divorce. Vlog 4 will be next. Thank you. Love you always. Glamma J.